Hey everybody, this is Bethany with Saratoga Homestead. I'm just welcoming you all to our simple basic curing tonight. I'm going to mix up a large batch of brine and show you how to brine this ham that I have sitting right here and this slab of bacon right here. If you belong to our Patreon page, which is also under Saratoga Homestead, I will be curing these other 3 slabs of bacon with 3 different flavors. So to start off, I have a 5-gallon bucket here. It is a food safe bucket. I got it at the deli at a bakery. You just go to the counter, ask for some of their frosting buckets, whatever they have on hand, whether they do frosting, pickles, whatever. So like large chain stores such as like Kroger's, Walmart, Sullivan's, things like that, they're going to have all of these buckets behind the bakery and the deli counters. So all you have to do is make sure it's food safe. You're good to go. But right now in my bucket, I have 1.5 gallons, which is 6 quarts of water. So out of those 6 quarts of water, I'm going to mix up all of my brines for everything. So it's just a big, large batch, and I'll show you how to break it down to smaller batches. So in this batch of water right here, we're going to add 2 cups of brown sugar right into the water there. We're going to add 1 cup of salt. It's just regular kosher salt, table salt. So 1 cup of salt into the water. And then the special ingredient that actually makes the cure happen, I've got 7 teaspoons of Anthony's. So I've got the bag right here so you guys can see what it looks like. It's Anthony's Pink Curing Salt #1. You can find that on Amazon. That's where I've got it. I'm going to put a link down below so you guys don't have to even look for it. You can just follow the link. It'll be super simple. So this curing salt is very important. It'll go right in here, and that's what actually cures the bacon. Ooh, it's jumping. There we go. Give me a second here. I'm going to get this all stirred up for you. So you just take a nice spoon and stir it all up until your sugar and your salt and everything is dissolved. While I'm doing that, I'm going to tell you about this ham and this bacon though. This ham and bacon comes from a hog that I purchased. It is a Berkshire hog. They are a heritage breed. They have a darker meat and it's more rich and flavorful. They're actually one of my favorite hogs. So this ham I have already taken and boned out. So I took the large bone out of this ham. It comes off of the back end of the hog and it's totally boneless right now. So I took and wrapped it in a elastic net wrap, which comes in a big roll like this. I also got that on Amazon, and I'm going to drop a link for that for you below. So if you feel like doing a boneless ham, you can do that. My plans for this ham is to make deli meat out of it. So I'm actually going to take it and cure it, and then I'll smoke it in our smoker. And when it's nice and smoked and cooled and cured and beautiful, I'll take and slice it up, and we will use it for lunch meat sandwiches. This bacon is also off of the same type of hog. I will cure it, smoke it, cool it down, slice it, and it'll be ready to go to fry up for breakfast. This right now I'm using like a 2-pound slab. It's just a small slab of pork belly. It comes off of the ribs and the belly portion of the hog, like right along here. You can find those if you don't have access to a fresh hog. You can find those at your grocery store, generally in your meat section. If they don't have it up front, you can ask somebody in the meat department for it. All we're going to cure this bacon in is a Ziploc bag. So I'm showing you how to do a wet brine process. So we have our 6 quarts of water, 2 cups of brown sugar, 1 cup of salt, and 7 teaspoons of curing salt in this brine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this bag, fluff it up a little bit because it makes it easier to stand up, and then I'm going to put this bacon slab right in the bag here, if it'll cooperate. There we go. So you put that in the bag, and it's really simple, guys. Let me wipe my hand here so I don't get my cup all dirty. So this is 2 cups, measuring cup. I'm going to take 2 cups worth of brine out of my big bucket, and it's this beautiful, beautiful brown color. I don't want to spill too much. I'm just going to put 2 cups worth of brine into the bag with the bacon. Seal it up. And then I'm going to lay it down a little bit, fold it, and get all the air out of it. There you go. So here is your wet brining bacon. This can sit in your fridge anywhere from 3 days to 5 days. You just take it every day, kind of move it around, let it sit in your fridge at a nice cool spot. Like I said, 3 to 5 days, sometimes a week. Just depends. I wouldn't let it sit any more than a week. The longer you let it sit, the stronger the flavor is going to be. Then when this is finished curing, I will make a separate video and show you guys how to smoke it, and then we'll cool it and slice it. So we'll do all of that in a separate video. This ham, on the other hand, is kind of, I make it a little more complicated than normal. I use an injector. This is a nice brine injector. It's a pump style with a tube, so it siphons it. So you put the tube in here, and to prime it, you have to pump it back into the bucket. So now it's nice and primed. All of the brine is here in this injector. And what we're going to do is we're going to inject this ham with the brine before we actually put it in the brine. So it'll make it more even of a flavor. So what you do, you just stab it in there and make it go all over. That's why I've got it on this little tray in here, because sometimes it gets messy. So you just, all kinds of random places on this ham, get it nice and filled with brine. And it actually makes the ham puff up in size. I think this is about, when I weighed it, it was about a 15-pound ham. So I'm just going to get this all nice and filled up for you. And then this ham will go in this 5-gallon bucket for about the same time. I'm going to sneak over here for a second, get this side. This ham will go in the food safe brine bucket that we have here with the brine for about the same time frame as the bacon. 3 to 5 to 7 days. I'm probably going to let it sit like 6 days is what I'm shooting for all of this. It'll cure up in the fridge. So all you do, I'm going to take this out because I'm done with it. All you would do is place the ham in your bucket and then use a plate and probably a jar of water is what I would use. So I use a quart jar full of water with a plate. You weigh it down, put it in your fridge, and it'll be good to go after about a week. And again, I'll show you the process of smoking and slicing the whole thing. So it'll be all wonderful when we do that. That's one of my favorite processes, to get the smoker running. And I will type up the recipe for the basic brine and the instructions for the ham and the basic bacon. Remember, you gotta let them sit in the fridge. Mess with this bacon every day for as long as you let it sit, up to a week. Just kind of stir the brine around in there. That's all you have to do. It's pretty mess free. Same with the ham. Put it in the bucket, forget about it, and you're good to go. Thanks for joining me, you guys, and I hope we can see you more on our Facebook page at Saratoga Homestead. I've got those Amazon links down below. Don't forget about those. That'll help you find the stuff that you need if you don't already have it on hand. And if you feel like checking out some more exclusive content, like the recipes that we're going to do today with bacon, we're going to do a spicy apple, a cracked pepper, and we're going to do a jalapeno. And I'm also going to show you a few different spices and things that I enjoy adding to my ham brine. So if you want to see recipes like that and my little tips and a few more exclusive things for content, you can follow us on our subscription page at Saratoga Homestead on patreon.com. Any support we get from you guys is super great and awesome. We appreciate all of you. Thanks for following us, and we hope that we can help you live a little more self-reliant. Bye, guys.